Here we have a city math problem. Okay, let's go to the question. Claire first walked 1/3 of the way from home to her friend's house for a birthday party. For the rest of the way to her friend's house, she ran 4 times as fast as she walked. If she took 14 minutes to walk 1/3 of the way, how many minutes did it take her to get from home to her friend's house? Okay, so let me assume x as the speed when she walks. Let me write over here. So the speed x represents the speed in walking. And what is the speed in running? So the question clearly says she ran 4 times as fast as she walked. Then the speed when she is running is going to be 4 times of the speed of walking, that is 4x. Okay, and also let me draw a line over here, just a moment. So here we have a line, and let me mark 3 points on this line. This is A, and this is B, and this is C. And let me assume y is the total length of this line segment, and also this total line segment AC represents the distance from Claire's home to her friend's house, and also this line segment AB represents 1/3 of the distance from Claire's home to friend's house. Okay, since the total distance from Claire's, actually A represents Claire's home and C represents her friend's house. Okay, since y represents a total distance from Claire's home to her friend's house, this AB has to be 1/3 of y, because I said the length of this line segment AB represents 1/3 of the total distance, and the remaining distance of BC has to be 2/3 of y. Let me write over here. And so the speed from A to B, that is 1/3 of the distance, is x, that we have assumed. She walks actually 1/3 of the distance, that is from A to B. The speed for this one is x. And the speed from B to C, she actually ran 4 times of the speed she walks from A to B, that is 4x. And also the question says she took 40 minutes to walk 1/3 of the way. So to travel this 1/3 of the way, she walked for 40 minutes. The time to cover this distance AB is 14 minutes. And we have to find the time when she ran from B to C, that is 2/3 of the distance. So I assume this is t minutes. Okay, now my aim is to find the value of this t. Once I get the value of this t, I can add the time taken to walk from A to B, and the time t minutes to run from B to C. So then we get the total time in minutes she took to get from home to her friend's house. So now our aim is to get the value of t. Okay, now for that what we can do is we can use the formula to get the distance. What's the formula to get the distance? So the formula to get the distance is, let me write the formula to get the distance. The distance equals to time has to be multiplied by speed. This is the formula to get the distance. Okay, now let me consider this particular part, that is AB, 1/3 of the total distance. So for this 1/3 of the total distance, she took 14 minutes to walk at the rate of x miles per minute or something like that. Anyways, this is the speed. Okay, now let's find the calculate the distance AB. That is 14 times x. I just multiply the time and speed. So when I multiply them, this 14x represents the distance from A to B. But already we got the distance from A to B in terms of y, that is 1/3 y. So this 14x, this is 1/3 y. Both of them represent the same distance, that is AB. Since this 14x and 1/3 y represent the same distance AB, we can equate them. Then we get 14x equals to 1/3 y. Okay, now let me do the same thing for the distance B to C. So for that we have to multiply the time t minutes and the speed 4x. When I multiply them, I am getting t times 4x. So this gives the distance from B to C, but already we got the distance from B to C in terms of y. That is 2/3 times y. So this t times 4x and this 2/3 y represent the same stuff. That is distance from B to C. So we can equate this one and this one. Then I'm getting t times 4x equals to 2/3 y. And this t times 4x can be written as 4tx equals to 2/3 y. Okay, now let me take this one as first equation and this one as second equation. Now let me divide the second equation by the first equation. To do that, we have to divide the left side of the second equation by the left side of the first equation. Let me do it. So then I'm getting 4tx divided by 14x. And also let me divide the right side of the second equation by the right side of the first equation. Then I'm getting 2/3 y divided by 1/3 y. So here this y will cancel out, and here this x will cancel out, and here 2 goes into 4 2 times and 2 goes into 14 7 times. Then the resulting equation is 2t divided by 7 equals to, here we have 2/3 divided by 1/3. So now what I am going to do is I am going to take the fraction 2/3 in numerator as it is, and now let me change this division as multiplication and get reciprocal for the fraction denominator. The reciprocal of 1/3 is just 3/1. So this 3 will cancel. There is 3 goes into 3 one time, 3 goes into 3 one times. Then I'm getting 2t divided by 7 equals to, on the right side, 2 times 1 is 2 and 1 times 1 is 1. That is 2 divided by 1 is just 2. Okay, now to solve for t, I have to get of this fraction 2/7 on the left side. For that, we have to multiply both sides of this equation by the reciprocal of this 2/7, that is 7/2. Let me do it. So when I multiply both sides by 7/2, this 7 will cancel out, 2 will cancel out, and here this 2 will cancel out. Finally, I'm getting t equals to 7. That is 7 minutes. Okay, now I got the value of t, that is 7 minutes. Okay, already we know the time taken to cover 1/3 of the distance. That is a Claire walked, that is 14 minutes. It's given in the question itself. And now I got the time in minutes. She ran the remaining 2/3 of the distance, that is 7 minutes. So what is the total time in minutes she took to get from her home to her friend's house? So 14 positive 7. So 14 positive 7 equals to what? 14 plus 7 is equal to 21 minutes. That is, she took 21 minutes to get from home to our friend's house. We find this 21 in answer choice A. The correct answer choice for this question is A.